Okay. I'm here with kind of an unpleasant one today. Um, so I was thinking about that video I recorded a few days ago, or I guess like a week ago. Um, uh, and the one about the confessional one. And I feel like I should acknowledge the time where I think that I could have possibly um, a time where I could have possibly have sexually assaulted my ex. Possibly. I don't know. I don't think that. I don't really think that he would think that, but I think I do. And I think I feel so guilty about it, and I think I should talk about it because I think consent is it's such a fragile thing, and we humans really don't know what we're doing, do we? Okay, I'll start with some context, some subtext. So, me and my ex were like on and off for like a few years. I don't really remember how many, like 2.5, 3 years or something. On and off. In the beginning, yeah, we were having sex. But then he got an STD and he gave it to me. And so we stopped having sex. I got rid of it. It was chlamydia. And he did not get rid of it. And at this point, he just decided that he was going to be celibate for I don't know how long. And it was weird. Like, fuck. I think back on this situation and it's so wild that I like participated in any of this. But fuck, I don't even know where to start because it's so crazy. Just sort of like the setup. But and I'm sort of like spacey today. I think I didn't eat enough. I possibly should have waited for a better day to record this where my thoughts were more collected, but I don't know, I felt like I should record it tonight because I was thinking so strongly about it. I guess you know what? I don't even think it needs a setup because I'm here to talk about something that I think I did wrong. By the end of our relationship, no, it does need context. Okay. So I think I was pretty consistent throughout the relationship, but he was very, very hot and cold, and he would sort of like he would ignore me for stretches of time, and there were times where I would end things. I'd be like, I don't think that I can do this. Like, I think that if we're meant to be together, then like it's gonna be a long time from now. And then like one of us would end up like messaging the other like a few months or something later, and then things would start again. Or he would like get upset or something, and then just like block me, and then come back like a few months later. That's sort of the pattern of things that would happen. And oh god, it just, you can't participate in that sort of relationship and expect to like still act morally. You're gonna, if you stay in a situation like that, you're gonna end up behaving in some sort of way that you wouldn't normally. I don't know if this is coming out right. I think I know what I mean. Like, and this ex of mine, he had a lot of trauma that he did not have unpacked. He would like sort of say things to me every now and again. He would like reveal a thing, and it's like he would say something that was like really bad that happened to him, and I would be like, wow, that's like really, really bad, like that's XYZ. And then he'd take it back and he'd say like, no, it wasn't that bad, like it wasn't, no. And I'm like, So I did know that he had definitely some like sexual trauma from one of his previous relationships, and I'm just so ashamed of it by the end of it. By the end of the relationship, sort of, kind of. This is like where it's like nearing the end of things. I lost my train of thought. Right. He would like always send me sexually charged messages, which is like what I wanted. It's what I liked. But he would be like very 100 or 0 with like what would you call it? Sexual engagement, if it's like online. Sexual interaction, sexualness. It would be like 100 or 0. And he would always tell me like, oh, I want to do like XYZ, like I'll get treated for my STD and like then we can like fuck again. And you know what, maybe this is not as serious as I'm making it up to be in my head now that I'm saying this out loud. This man was silly. This is all silly. The fact that he like led me on sexually for like 2 years, that is crazy that I went along with that. This was a situationship, a long distance situationship with a dead bedroom. Whenever I say that, I feel so goofy. Like, how is that real? How did I, of all people, how could I have possibly ever rationalized that? That's crazy. Oh my God. I can't believe I did that. A girl in love will do mad things. And you know what? This person did not bring out the best in me. I don't think relationships like that, with like the hot and cold, can ever bring out the best in you. I think it can only bring out the worst in you. It brings out, I don't know, for me, I guess it brought out some sort of savior complex. But yeah, it's like, it's difficult when there was like so much like affection was like either 100 or 0. It's like, I just don't know what to think of any of it because I still love him so much. And although I would never entertain a relationship like that again, or a relationship with him at all anymore, like, I still love him so much, and I don't know what to do with that because it feels like it's something that I should like snap out of, like get over. But I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I don't think I am. Anyways, where was I? Right, dead bedroom, situationship, long distance. In my head, I intertwined sex and love and intimacy. They all sort of became wrapped up because I was being like, in my view, sort of led on for such a long time. And I was like, shit, like, and it became this huge thing in my head. Like, once I get sex with this person again, like, maybe things will actually get better again. Maybe he won't have this, like, strange disconnect anymore because, like, I don't know, this sense of connection will be restored. Which is so foolish. Like, of course that's not how it works. Of course, if this person is like, if you're pouring your heart into a person and they still just randomly will ghost you for days, that's not something you should be entertaining. And God, it was weird. It was strange. It was strange being with somebody who half the time, if not more, didn't know how they felt about you. That was very strange. I would not entertain such a thing now. And it's not even been 2 years since that happened. It ended officially at the end of 2 Decembers ago. Yeah, that sounds right. But anyways, like, no. Maybe I didn't sexually assault this person. I think I was being mentally fucked with. Okay, yeah. What this is I'm trying to take responsibility for, no, it's more complicated than that. Okay, so by the end of it, I had gone to his place, his new place, where he lived further from me. We didn't see each other often, but we talked like every day. I went to his place. There was like sexual energy. There was like clothed touching and such. And I don't know, I just feel so bad. Because like I don't remember, like sometime, maybe it was in the morning or something, or I don't remember. But I was initiating like a hand job. And I felt so bad because I did it before, but I could tell, like, I don't know, something in me could tell he wasn't like completely into it. But for some reason, I was like, like maybe, I don't know, like, it's this fucked up, like, me intertwining like sex and love. So I was like, well, if I like pour this energy into him properly, maybe like something will be restored, something will be like unclouded, and then it'll be like it'll be like, I don't even know. I don't even know. I was being crazy. And yeah, this time he wasn't into it, I could tell. But I was like initiating it anyways, and I feel like a monster for doing that because I could tell. I could tell, but I still did it, and I don't know why. I thought that it's just that, I guess, it felt like sex and sexual energy was the only way that he was willing to deeply connect with me, and so I thought that I could use that to sort of get in more, which is so wrong. I should not have done that. I should have just respected him and myself enough to just completely bow out of the situation because it was wrong. Because near the end of our relationship, he was so shy about like anything to do with sex when we'd meet in person. He was so shy about it that I knew he would never ask me for like a hand job. He would never ask me. And by the way, hand job because he still had chlamydia. So so sex and like oral was sort of like was like not an option. So I was like, fuck it, like whatever. Like this is so goofy. What kind of story is this? But yeah, I just feel so bad because I feel like I was like coercing him. I feel like I was manipulating him. I feel like I should have immediately picked up on the fact that he wasn't into it that time and stopped. But I thought that I could make him into it, and that's the coercion vibe. I thought, like, and now that I think back on it, I feel like a fucking man. I feel like I was acting like a fucking rapist man. I feel like I was acting like that guy who I said that I just wanted to cuddle with, and then he started thrusting on me. I feel like that. Because although, yes, this person had been saying like incredibly sexually charged things to me, it had been such a long time. It had been like 2 years or like over that. Probably over 2 years by that point since we actually had sex. And I knew part of the reason why he didn't get tested is because he has sexual trauma that he hasn't unpacked. So I shouldn't have, if I knew he wasn't into it and I knew he was sort of having like, I don't know, if I knew he was just not there, I should not have even tried. I should have immediately stopped. But I didn't. Because I thought that, like, I don't know, I just wanted to give him love, like, and I didn't know how to do it in any other way, and that's fucked up, I think. And I feel so guilty about it, but really I just wanted to connect with him, and I didn't know any other way to do it because he would shut down any sort of, like, emotional conversation, really. It's strange that I had such a deep attachment to this person. When I talk about him, I have absolutely no idea why I did. And you know what? While I had this connection, while I was still talking to him, I didn't know. And he would always call me delusional for liking him. He would call me delusional. And I had no rebuttal. I had no rebuttal. Like I just love you. I have no reason. I have no reason. I just love you so much. But yeah, I guess all I really wanted to say with this is that it's like I sacrificed my morals for this relationship. I became a worse person because of it. I watched myself start twisting up things in my head. I watched myself become that way. And that was my choice. And I don't feel good about it. I feel very bad about it. And by the way, it's not like that went on for very long. Like the hand job he wasn't into. He stopped me, which I was surprised but actually really happy with, because he would never communicate. So getting told stop was actually, it was nice, because I was like, you know what? That's a clear instruction. Yep, I can do that. Like, I can do that for you. Yep. I immediately stopped and washed my hands, whatever. But I don't know. I just feel so guilty that I feel so guilty that I just feel so guilty. Because I knew that this is someone I should be extremely delicate with in terms of sex. Like, I shouldn't have been so, like, willy-nilly about everything. And I should have, like, listened to my perceptions, but I was so self-absorbed in trying to accomplish a goal. Isn't that awful? I was trying to accomplish a goal with sex. That's horrible. And I guess I didn't have as strong of an understanding of consent. Like, yes, I did understand it, but I, in my mind, somehow rationalized like coming on to a person who would never outright ask me for that. And I feel like that's wrong. I feel like if you're trying to, like, come on to someone physically who you know would be too timid, too shy, too repressed to ever ask you outright for that, I think that's wrong. I think that they're not mature enough to be having sex at that moment, and you shouldn't engage with them. I feel like it's immoral. Unless you have, like, a pre-discussed negotiation about this. But we didn't. We didn't. It was just sort of like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I don't agree with it. Whatever I did, I just feel so guilty. I feel like it was my fault. I feel very strange about the whole thing. Undoubtedly, most of the shittiness of the relationship was his fault. Of course, he would never contest this. But his last message to me, it was so cruel. I guess part of me is still, for some reason, in that horrible small mindset of, oh my gosh, if I had just played my cards right, this wouldn't have ended this way, and I'd still be able to talk to him and to love him and to care for him. And it's a strange thing. because it was very much an obsession of mine. He was. And I don't know, lately I just haven't been able to sort of shake him from my mind, and I don't know why. And I don't know what I can do to get him off. And I still wonder what he thinks of me. I wonder if he is still upset at me, if he hates me or something. I don't think he does, but I wonder, and I just feel so sorry. I feel so sorry. I feel so sorry for seeing someone and then not acting on that. Someone who I say that I love. How could I do that? And I feel like a fucking predator. Ugh. But I guess it's maybe kind of different. I don't know. I don't know what I can do to get him off my mind. I don't like that he's in there all the time. I want to have room for other people who I'm gonna meet, instead of always just coming back to him in my mind whenever I think of anything remotely romantic. Romantic. I don't know why I skipped the T. But it's so difficult. It's so difficult that it had to end so horribly. I guess some people really always blame the other person. I guess for some people it really is easier to blame anyone but themselves. And it's so strange because sometimes he would admit everything. He would admit everything and it would feel so honest, and it would feel like a moment of clarity. And then and you know what? If it felt like a moment of clarity to me and to him in that moment, I don't know how he could trust his fear more than that. But I guess my what is it called? My brush with psychosis sort of taught me that if you go too far into any sort of false belief, you're going to be so confused that you really cannot barely tell the difference. If you live in such dissonance with your real truth, you will literally lose the ability to know what is truth anymore. It will be so confusing, you literally won't know. So I guess that's sort of my answer. His life was in such dissonance that he literally did not know if he loved me or not. It hurts because this person told me that he wanted to marry me, and then all down the drain. I don't even know why. Because I feel like I did 99% of things right, but really I didn't. Really I was acting in a way that I don't think it is right anymore. I don't think you should placate people, and I don't think that you should go along with people who are hurting you and acting disrespectful. I don't think that Trying to keep the peace is a good idea. Sorry if none of that made any sense. I'm sort of out of it right now. I thought eating would make it better, but it hasn't. Very strange. I think it's just because I ate too late in the day. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thanks for listening. I know this may have been a strange one. But aren't they all? Okay, bye.